Well, hello and welcome. I'm Geraldine Wilkins, and this is Tech for Teachers on Prime Day. Prime Day, yes, we are going to look at a lot of great tech and tools for teaching in person, for teaching live in the classroom, at an event. So stay tuned. Browse that carousel on the bottom, scroll through there, look for those prime sales. We're going to go through each one. I'm so glad to be here. I'm excited. I'm going to be here, on Prime Day 3 times today. So if you're not following, hit that follow button. That's right. We are going to go through a studio tour. I'm also going to do some quilting things because I am a quilter. But today, this morning, right now, we're going to talk about tech for teachers. And the first thing in the carousel is a microphone. And my good friends at Shure sent me this microphone. It's the MV7, C for conferencing. This is a plug and play microphone with fantastic sound. I love it. Let's take a look. So it's so easy to put together. It comes in a box that's a decent size with all the components. You get 2 USB cords, USB-C, USB-A. You connect it to your laptop, your computer, your phone. You can connect this to a phone as well. That's right. It is a fabulous mic with a lot of features. Let's do an unboxing. Let's take a closer look. So here we are. We're going to open this up and take a look inside to see what we get for this microphone. It's a fantastic microphone if you just want to get started quickly and don't need to have a super tech background. You get a manual. There's one of the USB-C cords. There's the microphone itself. And of course, you get instructions and other things that you need to read. Make sure you read all the material inside, the quick to get started information, and then you just simply put it together, just a couple of parts. It's not hard to assemble. It's very quick and easy. So let's do this together. You just need to just take off all the plastic. The screws are already mounted to the stand. Use a pair of scissors to get access to the cords. There's one. There's the USB-C cord. Fantastic. And it's a decent length. You know, it's not too short. It's not very long either, but it's a decent length. And then here's the second USB cord. And this is the one that I will use with my laptop. So easy. That's all there is to it. And now here is the microphone with amazing features. It has multiple features on it. You have 2 modes. You can plug it in with the USB, right? And then you can put your headphones in so you can listen with your headphones either to playback or to your voice. That is your choice. You can also silence the microphone. You can mute it right there on the microphone itself. And that's how you screw it together. It's just that easy. I love easy. I love plug and play. And when Shure put this together, that was their idea. They wanted something that gave better sound for your conferences, for your, virtual events, but nice and compact and simple. Perfect for the classroom, perfect to travel with. Then just open the quick start guide. They show you 2 ways to connect it so that you can either listen with headphones or listen for playback. It's so easy to do. I'm just going to do a quick little connection. I'm going to show you how it works. Hey, Rome, so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I love tech, and Rome is tech. He's the next level of tech. I like to take tech and make it really easy and simple for teachers, presenters. Now, once you plug it into your laptop, it automatically becomes the main microphone, which I love. You don't, hey, Christine, thank you for following. Welcome, welcome. And now you are ready to go. It's just that easy. It's not hard to do, but the sound is superb. Now, I would give you a demonstration of the sound, but if you were here earlier, you know I said the cord is just too long for where my computer is, so I really can't connect it and do a demo. I would love to do that for you, but it's so easy. It's not hard. You just follow the instructions. There's a couple of indicator lights. There's a no mic mute light that goes red. The center lets you know it's active. There's a little scroll on the middle of that so that you can increase the volume. It's just a couple of things and a couple indicator lights. It's so easy. It's not hard, and I love simple. USB direct to your computer, laptop, to your phone, and guess what? It includes an app, a phone app, so that you can customize your features, the things that you want, and use it on your phone. I love it. And then you can also update it. It's easy. Just download it to Mac or PC. Is that easy? Tell me, is that easy? I love having a microphone that's nice and compact. It's not too big and it's easy to use. Just plug and play. Simple, simple. Now, you can either use the big headphones or you can use in-ear headphones. So there's some in-ear headphones that are also by Shure, and those are the ones that are right next to it in the carousel. And you can plug it in right into the back so that you can listen either to your voice, right? Or when you plug it into the computer, you're going to listen to playback. And then you have to hit the mode button in the back. And again, read the instructions. This is not a tutorial. This is a quick feature lesson, if you will, just to let you know that you can. I'm going to check my other account here just to make sure everything is good. All right, there we go. So you can see me turning the buttons off and on just to show you how easy it is. I did want you to see how quickly, once you turn it, plug it into your computer, it automatically shows up. So easy, 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 right? And now I can put the in-ear in the computer. You have a choice, in-ear or headphones. I just put the in-ear, and then I can go in and either turn it off or turn on the mute. You decide how you want to use it. You have options, but there are not too many options to make it confusing for those who are not tech savvy. The images show you exactly where to plug in the manual and what you are connecting. Again, I can't say how much this is easy to use, and the sound is fantastic. You are going to be surprised. And I'm not just saying that because my friends at Shure provided this microphone. I'm saying it because it's true. It's true. And then there again, it shows you exactly what to do. Simple diagrams, and for each button, it will tell you what it will do. Just open the instructions. I always say this. Instructions are not packing material. They are made to be used. That's right. So, are you impressed? Do you like this microphone? It's amazing. Easy, easy, easy to use with a couple of features to give you a professional quality audio during your presentations. Or you can use it to record. Fantastic. And you can travel with it. You can see the size of it. It's not very big. It's just the right size. So here it is. This is the size. It's not very big. Let me go to the overhead camera so that you can see it in my hand. So here we go. Not very big, right? It's a decent size. Look at the size of my hand and the size of this. Good size. All right, let's see. What is next for us? in the carousel, I mentioned the in-ear, right? The in-ear. I'm just going to do something here really quick here. Brighten this up just a little bit. It seems like it's a little dark. Yeah. All right, there we go. So the next one is the in-ear microphones. These are also by Shure. Let me go back to our overhead camera. Move that over. So here are the in-ear microphones. If you like to monitor your voice, a stream, or you are wanting to get really good sound when you're listening to music, you want to use these. You want to try these out. I love having a pair of in-ear that are going to be easy to put in your ear, as well as to get good sound. You want good sound, and all the indications on it show you how to put it in your ear, what directions. Again, you want to follow the instructions that come with it. Don't forget to do that. Let's take a closer look. We're going to unbox it. So it's the SC215, and I have the purple, pretty purple. Let's unbox. Unbox. I love to show you live, in a sense. I recorded this when I opened it so that you could see it and I could replay it if someone came late. So that's why I like to use these videos. You get a nice case, you get instructions, always read that, you get warnings, everything. They want you to be safe. And now you get a bunch of different ear plug sizes. So I love that. You get several. So let's open it up and take a look. There they are. Now, watch when I pinch the black inserts for the ear. Watch very closely on the screen what happens. I was surprised. Okay, there they are up close. They're nice and smooth, right? Now, keep your eye once I start to pinch. See, I'm pinching it, and it's getting flat, 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 flat. You see how that's getting really flat? Now, but look what happens. It starts, well, that was, okay, it's going to come back. I'm going to show you. Just keep watching. It's going to start to expand. When you pinch and then you put it in your ear, and then it expands inside your ear. I love that. You pinch it, put it in your ear, and it starts to fill your ear so that it stays in place. Nice long cord. You have a little cinch thing in the back so that you can bring it close to the back of your neck. I like that option. The cord is fairly sturdy. Now, the length of it is too short for me to use here, so I had to get an extension. So there are the different size, large, medium, and then the small covers. Use what size it's going to work with your ear. You want to use what size that works with your ear. And you just, again, read the instructions. You get everything you need so that you can use these for monitoring a live stream, for listening to music. You decide how you're going to use these in ear, but they are professional quality. Now, I want to show you, here is it's a 3.5 millimeter plug. Yep, it's a traditional size, no problem, going into your laptop, into your computer. Now, there is the Shure name, right? But if you look really close, it tells you what ear. It gives you left and it gives you right. There is the name of the earbuds, and then just above that, you see the letter L. That's for your left ear. And even on the black section that you can take off, that also has the letter L. So you make sure you connect it back to the right earbud. It's all marked for us. There's the letter R for right ear. And when you put it in your ear, you want to make sure that the name Shure is going horizontal in your ear. Then you know it's going to go in correctly. Again, you have some fantastic instructions with diagrams to show you exactly how to use them. Easy, 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 right? I love having quality products that work. Now, look how easy it is to bend and shape it to go around your ear. We are all unique individuals. We have different size ears, different configurations, and we need something that's going to wrap around our ear very snugly. And so by using this, it's very flexible. Let me go to my overhead camera so you can see. All right, so here it is. Now, remember I was saying that you want to be able to read this here where it says Shure. That's going to go in your ear so you know it's the right direction. And then you're going to use this part. You see how this area is a little bit thicker? It's a little bit thicker so that you can bend this around your ear and it will hold the shape, right? So I'm moving it, flexing, and it opens. Easy, easy, easy to flex in the right direction to go around your ear. And then here is the part that you want to slide down so that it can wrap closely around your head, right? Easy, easy, easy. All right, so these are the earbuds, the SE215. Next, let's go back to host view here. Next, we're going to look at the microphone that I'm using. I am using another Shure microphone. It is the Shure MV7, and this is a special one. It is the Noir. It's a special microphone. And because I'm using it, you won't be able to see it, but here is the box. Let's go to the overhead. Move this out of the way. This is a special limited microphone with this beautiful white and black combination. It's a podcast microphone, home recording, gaming. It's USB as well as XLR. Let's take a little look at this microphone. Woohoo! Yes. How does it sound? Do you like the sound of this microphone? There are a lot of features on this that allow you to use it at USB mode, which is how I'm using it now, and I love it. And then when you want to upgrade, or I want to upgrade to XLR, because we're going to use another component to help bring in several microphones, have more control, then you can do that. You have that option. You see there at the top? Headphones, muting, volume control, gain control, mixing control, right there on the microphone itself. I love that. But guess what? You can also use software. We're going to take a look at that really quickly because for my microphone today, I set it up and you can use either a preset that you can create the sound that you want, or you can use it in an automatic. You decide. Again, this is a fabulous entry-level professional microphone for fantastic audio. Let's take a real close look. We're going to unbox. We need to unbox this MV7. You want to upgrade your audio, and I've been wanting to do that. Look at all the features you have. Voice, auto level, you have so many options. Again, always read the instructions. So we have voice isolation technology, auto level mode. Welcome to better sound. Awesome. We have customizable signature settings. You also have real-time headphone monitoring. Again, folks, the instructions are not packing material. You want to read the instructions, and Shure has done a fabulous job with the instructions. Again, this mic was provided to me, and the things that I share with you, although provided by Shure, my friends at Shure, the opinions are my own. I'm sharing you my real experience with the microphone. So you get everything you need, except you need to get a stand or a boom. Remember I told you at the top, you have multiple settings there. And again, you're going to read the instructions. This is not a full tutorial, but it's not hard. Again, remember, this is Tech for Teachers to simplify our presentations, our audio, our video, whether it's in person or a virtual. There you have your headphone and your USB and your XLR connections. It is not hard. And then you have the screw mount on the bottom, that Y yoke or U yoke. It's so easy to put together. Again, compared to the first mic, yes, it's a little bit bigger. It depends on your particular need for mics, what you need. This is one you could travel with if you wanted to, but you could also use the MV5C if you wanted to travel with something smaller. But here, again, instructions, packing, information, always use care, read the instructions. So let's open up and see what we get. So we have, it looks like our USB cord. Let's take a look. Yep, USB, USB-C. Yep, you get 2 cords with this. That's one. Here's the second. And I like that it includes the cords, and the cords are long enough to go over a boom arm. That's what I'm using, a boom arm. Later today, I'm going to give a studio tour. So come back for the studio tour, because I'm going to show you how I have this set up. If you're not following, follow so that you get notified. There you have a different thread size, depending upon what size stand you use and what boom arm. So you have options to connect the mic. I love having that. So we are going to see some of the features with this amazing microphone that you can use in auto or manual setting. You can customize the sound, and you do that with the app that you download. So you connect it to USB, and I'm going to show you for demo purposes with my laptop. I'm using it right now with my computer. Excuse me. So you just simply put in the USB, no problem. See that cord? It's nice and big, nice and long, and I'm just plugging it in, and it automatically recognizes, and you'll see the lights turn on, and you have a touch. It's a censored, that little, how do you describe it? That area at the top where you see the window with the dots, that is censored. So when you put your finger on it, you can see I'm sliding my finger. Do you see the gain changing? That's the gain changing. It's just by touch. Now you're probably wondering, oh no, if I touch the mic, are my settings going to change in the middle of a presentation? Well, guess what? There's a lock. You can lock the settings. Once your settings are in, you can lock it. You can also mute your mic as well if you want. So you can lock the settings if you don't want to mute your mic, or accidentally just lock the settings. Here's another view of how you can set this up. Right now it's on a mic stand. Just plug it right in. You are good to go. And you are ready to record or use it for your conference recording, conference, video, virtual presentation. It's amazing sound. Now, I promised you that I would show you the app. And you just go to the App Store, you download it to your computer, and let's take a look at that. Here it is on screen. And you can see there is auto on this side. On the left, there's auto. I'm circling around that. Right now, mine is on manual. Manual includes the ability to mute the mic from the computer. You can put the gain in on the computer, then you have the monitor mix. When you're using in-ear or headphones, you can mix how much you hear, how much of your own voice you want to hear, as opposed to hearing from some sound coming out of your speakers. Then you have equalization. I'm right now using the presence boost. You have a limiter, and this, I love the limiter. What is that? All right, just a quick little tip. The limiter is sometimes, just like then, my voice got a little high. This is a professional level microphone. It wants to equalize the sound, create it to be a little bit more uniform, so that when we have our high pitch moments, it kind of brings it down, and you can decide with the limiter to do that. You have compression, off, light, medium, and heavy. Then you have a night mode and live meters. That's in manual. And you can, guess what? Presets. You can set presets. Okay, so this is not going to be a full tutorial, but you get the idea. This is a professional level microphone that is not hard to do, especially when you use the included app, which you would just download. I'm looking here on my screen to make sure everything is okay. All right. Just want to check. I'm also streaming on another platform, making sure everything is okay over there. I love microphones that help introduce low-tech people into another level of tech, just to increase the level of your audio. Most people can watch, right, a video if the sound is good and the picture quality is bad. But most of us cannot watch something when the audio is bad. We just can't. We need to watch something that's going to have good sound. With this microphone, you can increase, right? You can increase the audio settings by changing it from USB to XLR. Yeah. So anyway, I'm so glad that we could take a look at this. It's a fantastic microphone. If you are looking to upgrade, consider this one. It allows you to upgrade in steps. You get better sound with the USB using the provided app. You can customize it or just go auto. If you want to keep it simple and you don't want to deal with all that other stuff, you have that option. And when you're ready, use the manual settings, especially when you know what they mean, right? That takes time to learn if you don't know what those things mean. Okay, and so you probably noticed, let me go back really quickly here to, let's see, this video. We did the unboxing. I showed you everything inside. Maybe you're just joining me. This is the MV7 podcast microphone. Lots of features. It's a great beginner microphone if you want to upgrade your studio. Great for presenters, for teachers. You want to take a look at this mic. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off. We're going to look at that. And what I want to show you just below the microphone is a stand. And that stand is right next to the microphone in the carousel. It's a heavy-duty mic stand. You're going to maybe not see much of it here, but toward the end of this little video, you'll see it. And I'm glad I got this stand. Although my microphone right now is in a boom, I'm using that microphone stand for another purpose, and that is to hold my teleprompter that I'm using now. But I'm going to highlight that stand, and you're going to see it here in a minute. Let's see if I can go a little bit further. No, maybe not. Yeah, let me just go to that stand. That way you can see it. Let's take a look. This is the stand that the microphone was sitting on. Well, attached to, shouldn't say sitting on. It is the Gator Frameworks mic stand. There's the weight. It's heavy duty. I love that it has this nice, soft cushion foam on the back so it won't scratch your table. And it's a good, solid microphone stand. It's good and solid. And again, you have different thread capabilities for screwing on different size microphones. So I like that. It also has a clip so that when your microphone is attached with its cord, USB or XLR, you can put it right through that clip. Love having that feature. And then it has a little telescoping. You just turn that and then it can go a little bit further out. You can make it taller or shorter. And it just screws in. Easy peasy. There's not much to it, but it's well made. It's heavy duty. It's well worth. It's a good investment for the MV7 microphone or any professional grade microphone. You see how tall it is? It's a nice size. You can get it. It's pretty tall. I like that. Now look, I am screwing off the included adapter thread. So you have two different sizes, which I love having that option. Because you never know, you're going to change microphones at some point, or you want to use a different microphone. You want to be able to do that easily so that the stand becomes multi-purpose. I love having things that are multi-purpose, easy peasy, right? So I love that. You know what? I think I said I wasn't going to show the boom arm, but you know what? I think I am because it's in the carousel. I'm going to show you another option because the MV7, I showed you the MV7 and it does not come with a mic stand or boom arm. You have to get that separate. You may already have one, but if you don't, you may want to upgrade. So I upgraded my boom arm. And I love this boom arm. It's fantastic. I mean, when you get quality gear, it takes out some of the headaches. There are enough things that can go wrong in a live stream, but why complicate it with stuff that doesn't work, right? Let's take a look. This is the Rode PSA 1 Plus. Check out my new arm, You see how I just raised that? And it stayed in place. You push it down, it stays in place. The microphone position didn't change. Did you notice that? Up and down, and then it rotates very smoothly. I love how that works. Is that fantastic? Look at that. Now, when you connect it to your table, it's a nice, good way to connect to your table. It's solid. And I love the sleeve and the little clips that you clip the microphone cord to, XLR or USB. I'm using USB. And then the thread at the top, you have two ways to tighten. And you can tighten without loosening or turn the mic without unscrewing. You know how you can have a screw and then you have to turn it, put it on, and then it's on, and then you want to turn the mic and it starts to unscrew? This doesn't do that. Let's do an unboxing because you know I love to unbox to show you what you get. This is what you get with the PSA 1 Plus. The Plus is the important. The Plus includes the sleeve. Let's take a look at this. I love my new arm. All right, so this is very easy. Just pull the stuff out little by little. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you, okay, there's the screw mount that I talked about. You have a couple of mounts there to get the right size for your mic. There's that little extra sleeve on the end. Well, I'll talk about that more. Then make sure you follow the instructions on this part because this is spring loaded. This arm is spring loaded. There are the instructions. They show you how to put it together, and you put it together in 5 minutes. It's not hard. Now, here is the clamp. It's a decent size clamp. I like the base of that clamp. it takes up a lot of table space, but you need that. Then the part that goes underneath the table, it has a rubber cap, which I like having that cap because it protects the table, right? You don't have metal gouging into your table underneath. Now look at this. If you have, hey, how are you, Miss Smith? Good to be here. So glad you're here. If you have one of those office tables that already has a hole, you use this. You use this. And your table, it goes right inside. Easy, easy, easy. A nice, clean tabletop finish. If you don't have one of those tables, you can always drill a hole. Your option. I like having that. I didn't use that. I used the clamp. Now, I'm going to change the speed of this part of the video so that you can see that this is spring loaded. It's going to open up nice and easy compared to what it was. See, I'm going slow. Yes. See how far that opened? So make sure that you do it on a flat surface or on the floor. Don't do it in your hand because you could hit yourself, right? You don't want to do that. Be careful. There it is, well constructed. It's metal. Those hinges are fabulous. Now you can change the spring action, but I didn't need to. Right out of the box, it was perfect. Perfect. So there is an example. I'm using my kitchen table here to show you how easy it is to put together. And there's that sleeve. And here's the important part about that extra sleeve. So that when you turn the microphone, if you're live, you're not going to hear any squeaking sounds. Same thing with moving the arm. It's so smooth, you don't hear anything. It just, no sound. Your mic is not going to pick up any sound at all. I love this arm. This is the Rode PSA 1 Plus. There it is. There's that special sleeve so that when you turn the mic, you don't get any sound. There are the clips, and you can not only clip your USB for the mic or clip your XLR, you can clip other things to it as well. Like if you're going to do in-ear monitoring and you're going to put it in the microphone, you decide how you're going to use it. I love it. Yay! So can you tell I'm excited about my new arm? I love this arm. It's fabulous. Okay, what's next? If you have any questions before I move on, please let me know. Any questions about the arm, about the MV7 microphone? Let me know if you have questions. Don't forget, if you're only here for a short time, make sure you browse the carousel. Look for the prime sales. There are a lot in the carousel, especially on storage. We need digital storage and some other items. The next one is the Shure Ionic 40, also provided by my friends at Shure. Hi, yes, you love the MV7. The sound is fantastic. It is. It's awesome. I love it. I am glad that I finally have it. My friends at Shure provided it as well as these wireless headphones. I love these headphones. Okay, let's take a look. Look. Here they are. Yes. Okay. We are going to take a look at them up close. Here they are up close. Lots of features. The headset themselves have buttons on the bottom for quick access to do multiple things, like using it with your phone, using to answer a phone call, listen to music, on air, in ear, headphone monitoring. You want to monitor your stream. You can use these for multiple things, and you can pair them to your computer. Bluetooth pair. You can pair it to your phone. Easy, easy. And guess what? You also get an app. Our friends at Shure include an app for this. I love it. And guess how many hours? Who can guess in the chat how many hours after it's charged you can get with this headset? How many hours would you like? 5 hours? 10 hours, 20 hours. How many hours do you think you can get with this headset? I love having something that's going to work. Now, I've only had it for a short time, so I can't say with my real experience. Over time, I will. In about a month or so, I'll let you know how long they lasted. But let's do, guess what? An unboxing. Let's take a look. So here they are, the Ionic 40. These are wireless noise canceling headphones. And the packaging, I have to say, Shure, you did a good job. It's like really professional grade packaging. It's beautiful. It's one of those boxes you don't want to throw away. Again, folks, read the instructions. Easy instructions with diagrams. They tell you exactly what every single button means, what you can do. And again, you're going to scan that QR code to download the app on your phone. Beautiful case. Beautiful, soft case. Beautiful color. It's a nice muted neutral color. They show you how to put the headphones correctly in the case. You get your earphone cord, you get a USB cord, and you get a little loop to hold the cord in place when you're traveling with your headset. Love it, love it, love it. Multiple options, wireless noise canceling headphones. All right, let's take a look at the diagram. On the inside, it shows you how to put the earphones in the case, how they should rest. So you can't get it wrong, right? Now, I have a confession. I had to use the diagram a couple of times and the instructions to figure out exactly how to twist and collapse the headphones. But once you get it, you got it. All right, there are our controls. There is the main control right there. The volume, plus and minus, the power. There's your earphone, your USB for charging. Then the other side, you have more control features. Guess what, folks? This is Prime Early Access. Take advantage of this sale. Don't miss out on these headphones. L for left ear, R for right ear. And the cushion on it is so soft. And look how you can maneuver easily. It turns so easy. You don't feel like you're going to break it because it turns easy. And then if you have a big head like me, I confess, I have a big head. You want the ability to put it over your head, right? Left and right ear placement. Easy. Look at that foam. Very soft. Very soft on the ear. Now, I have not fully tested how long I can wear them in terms of comfort. I assume that because of that really soft texture, that it's going to be nice on the ears. And we all have different preferences of what we prefer, whether we like headsets or we like in-ear monitoring. My brother, he loves headsets just like these to go over his head and to rest. Now you see here, I'm figuring out how do I turn these so that it fits correctly in the case. You don't want to rush this part. There's a ledge, and you want to make sure that the top of the headset sits on the ledge. Just follow the diagram. Thank you to the artist who put that diagram together because I needed it. Now, it was easy to pair to my phone, and I'm going to show you how easy it was. But I'm just showing you now how you can easily pack it up, no problem. You have a little net on the top of the case to store other items. You decide what you're going to store in there. You never know, right? It's nice to have a little storage compartment and a little spot to hold your cords. Again, folks, all you need to do is follow the instructions. Every button on the headset has multiple functions. So you want to make sure that you learn those functions. It's like one tap does one thing, double tap does another thing. Now I'm pairing, and I'm going to show you. Look, here comes my phone, and you're going to see this Shure Ionic 40 came up. I tap it with my finger, and guess what's going to happen? Excuse me, it's going to be connected. And you see, it says connected. That was fast. Easy, easy. But guess what? Now I need to charge it. When you get it, it's going to have enough charge to turn it on, to hear it say, there's a little voice inside. When you turn it on, it tells you that it's on. Then the little voice will tell you, power is low. And I got that indication. So I had to plug it into my laptop to charge it. And so I charged it. You can do a fast charge to get 5 hours, or you can charge it for the length that it says to get fully charged. So I just plugged it in, went grocery shopping, came back, and it was fully charged. You know, I was gone for a couple hours and it was ready to go. So, and then on the app, it will tell you how much charge you have. I think that's fantastic. I love these headsets. Let's go to the overhead camera because I do have them here live. Here they are. I like doing the video so that you can see a lot of the features without having to wait, 20 minutes to see everything, right? I can speed it up and show you all the things that you get when you unbox it. But here they are. Brand spanking new. Thank you to my friends at Shure. Very flexible. I love these. And remember, the buttons here, they all have multiple functions, but you have to look at the instructions. Let's take a look at that. All right, let me get that out. Okay, that got stuck in there a little bit. All right, so it's so easy. Okay, LED behaviors, and this is the page that I was talking about. Okay, left ear, it tells you right ear, and it tells you what the LED behaviors mean in terms of color coding, red, blue, etc. Then you want to look at the noise control, right? That's one reason why we want over-the-ear headphones. And it tells you 1 time, hold for 4 seconds, tap twice. So follow the instructions, get to know your headset so that you can make the most out of these. All right. I'm going to come back to host view. Please let me know if you have any questions. Now, also in the carousel, I put in an option. If you need a headset and a microphone, you can get both as a set, or you can buy them separately, a set or separately. So now I'm trying to figure out how to get these back in here and make sure that it's right. All right, there we go. I got it in. Still learning how to do this. All right, all set. Okay, so what's next in the carousel? We have another microphone. Perhaps you want a different style of microphone that's on a boom arm, and you want something that's all inclusive, that's a little bit different than the Shure and has a different price point. And that's the microphone that I started with. It is the Fifine Studio microphone, and you get everything with it. Let's take a look at it real quick. This is what it looked like before when I started live streaming. This was my live streaming mic. I did use this. I am no longer using it, but it worked. It worked for a season, right? Let's take a look at it. It comes with everything you need. It is a Prime early access right? Early access sale price. So I want to show it to you. Everything that you get. I'm trying to organize stuff over here. So many things here I want to show you. All right, here we go. Let's go to the big, wide overhead. Let's take a look at that. I'm going to go wide, wide, wide. So here it is. Let me move my laptop back a little bit here. So, fee-fine, that's how I pronounce it. And what do you get? Now, I have it connected. Here it is, and it's connected, and with the included, let me put this to the side, included tabletop tripod. It has a little Velcro strap. This is the USB connection. And you have your gain and volume control right here. So I have it connected to my computer. You do get a pop filter to put in front. Pop filter, you can connect it to the included arm if you so choose. You do get a wind cover, windscreen right there. You can put that on if you want. That could help with those plosives too, but mainly you want to use this. Here is our shock mount. You get a shock mount with it. And you also get a boom with a bracket to attach to your table. So you get everything you need for this, right? All right. Always trying to figure out how to put stuff back in. All right, there we go. So for $41, yeah, you're going to be able to get everything you need, right? Everything you need. Now, how about a mic test? I did say that I have this one connected, and I am going to turn off the Shure mic that I'm using, and I'm going to turn this mic on. I'm going to leave it right here, about the same distance as the Shure mic, okay? All right, so I'm turning off the Shure. Turn on. This is the USB mic. This is the fine microphone, the fee-fine microphone. How does that sound to you? Can you hear the difference? Let me know if you hear a difference between it and the Shure mic. This is connected. This is what is working right now. You can hear me. Now I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to turn on the Shure MV7. That's also in the carousel. But these are two very different microphones. But I want to give you options. There are 3 microphones actually in the carousel. If you look, there are 3 different microphones, one for 40, one for 100, one for 250. I'm showing you how this one sounds. Now I'm going to turn this one off. This is the feed. Now listen to the Shure mic. This is the Shure microphone. How does the Shure microphone compare MV7 to the fee-fine? You're listening to the Shure microphone now. This is overhead on a boom arm. If you've been with me, you probably saw that arm. If you haven't seen the boom arm, let me know and I will show you. But you can also use it on a stand. Now this is the fee-fine microphone again. This is the microphone that I have been using for the past 2 years. I just switched and went to the MV7. The MV7 is now a part of my studio, but I use this microphone right here. I used this one for 2 years. A simple USB mic, great to get started. We are all at different levels. We need to decide what works for us. Now, I'm going to bring this closer to my mouth and tell me, do you hear a difference? Peter Piper picked the pickle peppers. No. Good morning. Hey, Phil. So glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Options. Where are you in your tech journey? Have you started or are you just getting started? Are you a teacher and you need to upgrade your audio? Do you want to sound more professional? Do you want easy plug and play USB? I put 3 microphones in the carousel that are all USB. They have different quality settings, different outputs. What I love about some of these microphones, I'm going to go back to host view, is that often with good sound, you want to have a room that is made for sound. And most of us don't have that, right? We don't have that. Most of the time you are on a video call, on a at an event, and you can hear background noise. How distracting is that? You're trying to listen to the speaker and you can hear the dog, you can hear the kids playing outside, you can hear the washing machine. You want a microphone that's going to isolate your voice and not pick up surrounding sounds. Sometimes we can get audio devices that have microphones that are multi-directional. That means it's going to pick up sounds. And again, then our voice is going to bounce off the walls and create different sounds. Now, this may be a little bit more technical, but I just want you to know the reason why I put different microphones in the carousel. It's not just based on budget. It's also based on your needs and your surroundings. What kind of room are you going to be in? Where is that space at? Is it in a noisy place where you have no option and so you need a voice isolating microphone? So, options. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, next up in the carousel is one of my favorites. As I talk about this, I'm going to put these away. That's the Fee-Fi mic. Again, I started with it, and I'm going to close it up here. You get everything you need to get started, right? But the next one in the carousel for this session on Tech for Teachers is a webcam. A webcam, and I like having this webcam. I've had it for years. It's the Logitech 930E, yes, C930E, and I use it for multiple things. Let's take a look at a video that I have for you so that you can see it up close. So here it is, USB. Tech for Teachers, USB is our friend, right? For easy tech. I love that it can be used with our desktop, with our computer. It has a lens cover, omnidirectional microphones. Remember, it's going to pick up a lot. It also is 1080p. It has a screw mount on the bottom, which I like using for live video demonstrations. That's what I use this webcam when I'm teaching in person. I use it for live video. As a webcam for video conferencing, I like having a webcam that I can reposition on my computer or laptop. I'm not fixed to the lens that's on the laptop. Also, because it has the screw mount, you can put it on a tabletop tripod and position it anywhere you want. And I want to show you what that can look like. And before I do that, I want to show you my favorite tabletop tripod. It's right next door. Take a look. I got it down here on the floor. This is my favorite tabletop tripod for my particular use. I use this for video conference calls with my cell phone because it includes a cell phone attachment. It also has flat legs. I prefer flat legs because I need to get this when I'm using it for in-person video, live video feed. I want to slide this into my, as close as I can, close to my sewing machine. I'm a quilter, I'm a sewer. I demonstrate sewing and quilting techniques. So I use this for video calls, for live video demonstrations, for shooting video. If I need to do a video for a shoppable video here for Amazon, I will use this on the table, in a chair, on top of my car, anywhere that I can rest this and shoot video with my phone. This is so convenient and handy. I don't have to bring out a big tripod every time I need to shoot a video, but I need the camera to be still, right? All right, let's take a closer look at this. I am going to show you this up close. I love that it is portable, fast and easy to put together. It's not hard. Again, most of the items for Tech for Teacher today are USB, are easy to put together. I want it to be simple. There are multiple connections where you can change the angle of the camera that you have attached to it, whether it's a cell phone or a webcam. I love the swivel thing at the top because, again, I can change the angle. I love that. I have had this for years and I use it every single week. I am not exaggerating because I have a standing Friday call at noon that I use it for. I use it for shooting video, and look how easy it is to screw that center column. And that center column is telescoping, and so I can change the height, I can change the angle. It is fantastic for positioning for any kind of video you want to record with your phone or to use with a webcam. And I'm going to show you in a minute how I use it with the webcam. It is so easy to use. And there I'm putting in my cell phone. And it's large enough that even with my cell phone protective cover, it still fits. Look at the different angles. You can use this to watch a video, not just record video. You can use it anywhere you want. You could take it to a cafe. You can use it in the airport. I take this when I travel, when I teach, and I use it for multiple things. It's easy to take with me. I love it, love it, love it. It is one of those items that I use virtually. I use for live events that are virtual. I use it for recording. It has been a tried and true tool for me. So hopefully some of those use cases will work for you. Now, look how I'm able to change the height to reposition the legs. When you're in small spaces, like my studio is a small space, I needed something that was going to be low profile, to be able to squeeze into small spaces. A tabletop tripod with vertical legs just takes up too much space for me. Okay, see how quickly I can take it apart? Easy peasy, right? Fantastic. I love it. All right, so let's take a look with the webcam. This is what it looks like next to my sewing machine in my studio. Low profile. I can use it for live video during a live teaching session. If you look, there's the webcam. That is the Logitech C930E. It's on the tabletop tripod that's right next to it in the carousel. Look behind the webcam. There's a screen, a monitor that shows me what my students are looking at. I can frame and see exactly what they're seeing. And that's in the carousel too. And that's a Prime Day sale. that portable monitor. I love that portable monitor. I'm going to go over that as well, but I'm showing you an example of how I'm using some of this tech in Tech for Teachers. The reason why I have it in the carousel, that's because I use it for what I do. I teach quilting and sewing. You may teach something else, but your tech does not have to be super high level to get good results. Most of the B-roll video that you're seeing today was shot with the equipment that's in the carousel. My phone, the tabletop tripod, the webcam, all of this is being used for this live stream. Okay, so I want to make sure that you saw that. Let's go to the overhead camera. Something that you didn't see in that little short video that I want to show you here is that there are these sponges. This is a sponge right here. You get them on each end. It's soft so that you don't scratch your table. Don't scratch your table. Okay, so I like having that. Easy, 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 right? That is this amazing tool that I have fallen in love with. I use it for everything. I use this for so often. I don't know what I'd do without it. All right, so enough about that. Let's move on. If I haven't convinced you how practical it is, I guess I won't, right? Maybe you don't need it. Another tool that I use for teaching that is important to me, it's to have options. And one is this ViewSonic projector. Now, a projector might seem like, well, why do you need a projector? Every venue, organization has a different tech setup. They are never the same. I'm not sure what that is about. That's interesting. So, every place that I go to, the tech is different. So I have to be prepared as an instructor to be able to deliver my content to suit what tech they have. And so I got this projector so that I can use my live video feed either to go to a monitor that they may have. If they don't have a HDMI monitor, then I use the projector. HDMI from my laptop to this projector, then it goes to a wall or a screen. I need options as an instructor to be able to deliver my content. Let's take a look at this projector. This ViewSonic. Of course, your power cord, and you get a remote with it with batteries. The ViewSonic. They're the controls. Not hard to do. This is the how you turn it on. You have your menu, the different angles in which you can tilt the right position, your volume controls, color mode, and then on this side you have your zoom feature inside here, focusing. There is the lens, and then it's HDMI, that in and out for audio. HDMI that you can connect to computers. You can do a monitor out, mini USB, and video. And then you can even lock it if you need to. Right here is a way to change the height, and it's not very large. It's lightweight, easy to use. I love it. It connects directly in my laptop to be able to do overhead demonstrations and project it either to a wall, which I often do because a lot of these places don't have HDMI connected monitors that are large enough for a big group. and it helps me level up my presentation. I can't have 20 people standing around a sewing machine, so I need to be able to project it so they can see the details. How you can use technology to enhance your presentation. So there you have it, the ViewSonic projector. Simple and easy. Now here is something that's important and key. You need to have a good HDMI cord. It's not included. You need to get one. And the one that I have is the Blue Rigger 4K. Why do I like this cord? One, it's long. The exterior of the cord is sturdy. This is a heavy-duty braid on this cord. And I like the length. You don't want to skimp on length. You don't know if you are an in-person event teacher like me. Every venue is different. If you're in a classroom and you know exactly what you need, it's always better to have something that's too long than short, right? I always like to get something that's going to give me options, and having a longer cord is one of those things. On a side note, this is also in the carousel right next to this HDMI cord are these strips. These are hook and eye straps. How many times have you lost a rubber band or whatever it is that you're using to hold your cords together and you can't find it after you take it off? With this hook and eye, once I want to use this, all I do is wrap it around like this, plug it into my computer, do the same thing on this end. I like to have it on both ends. And so this is in the carousel. I just got the big set. It is on sale. And so again, I will just wrap this around and plug it into the respective things that I need to plug it in. This is HDMI, right? Then when I'm ready and finished, all I need to do is wrap this around and I'm done. That's it. That's it. So easy. When you get the package, you're going to get that they're tied together just like this, one after the other. And so you just yank that off and you have a separate one. Just that easy, right? Now, of course, you can use it on either side. You don't have to have the light gray on the outside. You can have the dark gray, and you can do it that way. It's hook and eye. So easy. So I know you're probably like me, tons of wires underneath your computer table. Great for cable management underneath your computer table, any kind of cable. I have this on every single cable. Everything that I have to wrap, I'm using these. So you can see I'm already running out. I probably need to get some more. This is what I have left. Because every time I get something new, I am putting on one of these. Easy, easy, right? All right, so you want to get a good HDMI cord, and this is the Blue Rigger, and I love this one. I love it, love it, love it. It works. And let me tell you a little story. I went to an event, and they told me, oh, you don't need to bring one because we have everything. I check. So I didn't bring it. And guess what? The one they had didn't work. It didn't work. And so we're scrambling to go find one at a local electronics store. So whatever my event host says, I always bring it with me. And if they have one and it works, this stays in the bag. If they have one, it doesn't work, or they don't have one, I am ready. As a presenter, as a instructor, a presenter, a speaker, if you have to bring the tech with you, and in my case, often I do, you want to be ready. All right. So enough about that. Let's move on. What's the next thing in the carousel? And that is a MacBook Air. And I wanted to share that because that's what I'm using to monitor the live stream. And I put it right here underneath my my carousel, my teleprompter. The change that real quick. Hey, Cassie, good morning. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. I'm going to give you a little preview of that with my webcam, if I can get it loosed from all these cords. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get that. There it is. All right. So let's take a look at that. Logitech. All right. So there is my MacBook Air. And I use it to monitor the stream, especially if I'm streaming to multiple places. Here's my setup real quick. You can see that. There's my teleprompter. So it sits right underneath my teleprompter. This is where my overhead camera comes in. But there is a use for your old tech. I like to marry, if possible, old tech with new. And so I'm using the old tech, and I need to monitor the live stream. So that's what I do. Easy, easy. You don't have to have all of the latest and greatest. So that's just an example of how you can use old tech, and I wanted to share that. If you need to monitor your live stream with an older laptop, it's an option. Another important thing that I use, especially when I'm using the ViewSonic monitor, I like to use a remote presenter. And a remote presenter allows me, when I'm combining not only live video, because sometimes I will present a show that includes live aspects and a PowerPoint or keynote presentation. And I like to do that with a presenter, with a remote, so that I don't have to stand by the computer if I don't need to. I can use this remote to advance the presentation. You can do this in person or at a virtual event. If you present virtually, sometimes you have to look down at the keyboard, right, to hit the keys. If you are presenting and you're the main speaker and you don't want to do that, you can use this remote. Let's take a look at this remote up close. I can use this remote with my computer to advance a presentation. This is the Logitech Presenter. It's a remote. Start and stop and time your presentation. Here is how you connect it to your computer. You use this USB connection. It's off when you see red here, and then when you turn it on, you'll see green at the top. On this side, the timer, and then the start and pause button for the timer. So this is well loved. So my finger, you can see, has been on this advance several times. So the arrow is, I've worn off the arrow, but it would go to the right, and here's to the left. This right here, this button is a pointer. It's green. Right here is the window where you will see the timer. And then you press this button on the left. The bottom left button is to start your presentation. And this right button is to go dark. So if you want to put in batteries, and it's AAA batteries. Let's get some batteries in here. Now I'm going to turn it on. When you turn it on, you get a slight vibration, and then you see the battery charge, and you see the timer is at 00. I want to connect it to the computer with this. You can see my PowerPoint presentation already on the screen. I'm going to put in the USB connection to connect the computer to the remote, and the remote is engaged. So I go from the presentation preparation to actually playing the presentation by hitting this button right here. Then I can advance with this button. Now, if you want to temporarily go dark or black, you hit this button and the screen goes black. You just hit it again and it comes back. Easy, not hard to do. Then this right here is a pointer. I'll show you what that is. It's a green pointer. I'm going to pull this back so that you can see. You can see the green dot. Now, when you're this close, the dot is going to be small. But it gets bigger when it's further away. But you just press and hold. When you release, it goes away. So you have to press and hold in order to see it. Logitech Presenter with a green pointer, advancement left and right. You can start and stop your presentation anytime you want. So there is the remote presenter. Did you get all the details? Did you see multiple things that you can do to help make it easier to present your content? This is Tech for Teachers. I'm Geraldine Wilkins, and all the things in the carousel are tech that teachers can use to share their content for in-person events, classrooms. It doesn't matter. Away from the classroom or in the classroom, you need to have tech that's going to help you level up your presentation so that your students get the information they need. Let's make it easy, and I want to help you do that with another tool. Here is another tool that I think you might be interested in. It's a simple tool, and it's called a voice amplifier. A voice amplifier. Have you heard of a voice amplifier before? I love this voice amplifier. I used it earlier this year, and I'm going to use it in a few weeks for amplifying my voice in a large room easily and simply. It's rechargeable. It is a Prime Day early access sale. Take advantage of that. Easy, easy, easy to use. If you don't have a microphone or the event place doesn't have a microphone, this is a simple solution that is effective. My students love it. And so I'm going to share with you another video to show you why you might want to use it. Let's take a look. It is a voice amplifier. So with a mask, while we were teaching, we had to wear a mask. So I needed this amplifier, and it held out for 6 hours. So this amplifier was fantastic. It was perfect. And again, this is tech for teachers. It's tech that gets you the results, but it's low tech in terms of its use. It's simple to use. I love it because all you have to do, one, I have it charging. Doesn't use batteries. You charge it up. Doesn't take long to charge. Once it's charged, you get a light up here that's steady. I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, but it's very, very tiny. There's a light right there. You put in the included headset. It comes with this headset. See if I can get this all out. Here we go. I'll move the box. So it includes this headset with the microphone. And it has the strap so that you can put it around your shoulder. So I like the strap. I just put the strap around my shoulder, or you can use the clip in the back. There's a clip right here where you can clip it to your waist if you don't want to use the strap. And when you're ready and it's powered, you just unplug it and you just connect the mic. Plug it in. You put the headset on. Let me do a wide shot. Am I wide? Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. And there's the power right there. You just turn on the power wheel from off to on, and you're good to go. And you start using the headset. Now, you can get a little bit of feedback on it, so you have to just make sure that you don't turn it up too loud, and it worked perfectly. The students were so happy that I had this, because trying to teach to 20 people in a large room where we're all separated, I initially tried to work without this, thought that I could do it. No, I had to use it, because after about an hour, my voice started to get hoarse from yelling, and that I wasn't going to last. That was the first day, and I had 2 more days to teach. So I'm so glad that I invested in this amplifier. So if you're teaching, and whether it's COVID or not, and you don't have a microphone that's wireless, use this amplifier. It's wired, but it's all connected to you. You don't have to drag a wire around with you. Okay? It's not very big. Small, small, small. And the headset is not hard to put on. It's very easy. All right, so fantastic investment. Get that if you do in-person presentations and you want to save your voice. And I would just plug it in every evening at the end of a 6-hour presentation, and it lasted the next day for another 6 hours. So there you saw all the details of this voice amplifier, right? There's something in that video I didn't share that I want to show to you that I like. I love, if you follow me and you've been to my shows before, you know that I like tech that gives me options. And I like the ability to charge with USB or with the traditional electrical connection. Options, 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 right? I love having options. This is all included. This is easily packed away, and I packed this right back in the original box, and I put it inside my carry-on luggage when I travel. It's so easy. I have a cart, one of those briefcases that you can store your computer and other things, so I put this, my tabletop tripod, and my computer. It all fits inside my carry-on luggage. Easy, easy, easy. I love having tech that's going to help me level up in a simple way my presentation. So another thing that levels up my presentation, whether it's here in my home studio or when I am teaching at events away from home, is a portable monitor. And that is another Prime Day sale. Let's take a look. It is the KYY monitor. Look at that slender build, a portable, easy monitor. It is fantastic. I love it. It is 1080p HD. I love having something that's going to work for me. Now, let's take a closer look at it. The KYY portable monitor. Look how narrow that is and lightweight. Now, this is how I use it. Use it as a monitor to monitor my live stream when I'm away from this spot and I'm on the other side of the room. I will connect this to my computer as a second monitor. And I can use it when I'm traveling. I will travel and teach, and I'm in hotel rooms, and I use it in the hotel room as a second monitor to work. I also use it in the class as a monitor for live video demonstrations so that students can see this demo with this monitor. to get a very close-up shot. So that's 3 ways that I'm using this monitor. The cover is also a stand. It has a magnetic strip in the back that allows the cover to stay attached, and then when you open it, you have 2 slots for 2 positions for the monitor to stand up. Then it includes 2 protective vinyl covers. You have the earphones if you need it, volume control and power button. Then on the other side, you have your HDMI connection, HDMI mini to HDMI, and USB-C connections. And it's now connected. This is the power connection. Here's the HDMI connection. Okay, and now this HDMI is connected to my MacBook Pro. It is connected and you can see my MacBook desktop. Now you can mirror or you can do side by side. So when I'm doing a demo, what am I going to do? I'm going to mirror for demonstrations. And so I will use this on a tabletop tripod, and then this external portable monitor will be what my students will see. Exactly the same thing. This is connected to, this is the KYY monitor connected as a second monitor. You can have a second monitor that takes up very little space, but gives you more workspace without it being a permanent setup. Sometimes some of us live in small places or we share space with someone and you cannot have a second large monitor, but you want extra monitor space. And you can do that with your laptop, connecting it via HDMI and mini HDMI to a portable monitor. Multiple uses. I love tech that's going to give us options for multiple uses. Personal use, business use, project use, you name it. There you have it. You can see why I like this KYY monitor. I love tech that's going to level up my presentations, help me do live demos, help me while I'm doing a live streaming teaching event in my home studio. I use this for extra space for my laptop when I need more screen real estate without the investment of a large monitor. And my space is small. I have a small space, and this works perfectly. Love it, love it. Grab this Prime early access deal. Don't miss out on it. Okay, the next thing in the carousel is a cash box. Remember, this is Tech for Teachers. Now, many of us do in-person events, perhaps, and you need something to hold not just cash, but transaction-related items. Transaction-related items, and that's what I use. I use this metal Sentry, all-metal cash box. It's not complicated. It is simple. It has keys. It's metal. I keep one key on my car set, and I keep one key on my house key set. So I have keys on both sets of keys, right? One key. Again, you can use it for coins and dollar bills and cash, but I use it for electronic transactions, and I use it to store any transaction paperwork. And so there at the bottom is a storage compartment for sales receipts, for your calculator, for anything that you need to help you with your sales transactions. So I like having this simple all-metal lock box that I can take with me to events. When I come home, it goes right on my office desk, and all the things that I need to do my bookkeeping is all in one place. It holds everything I need. Simple solution, right? So that's a simple solution. It doesn't have to be complicated to make it convenient, and almost hassle-free, right? The next thing in the carousel is a powered USB. We have multiple devices. Raise your hand. Let us know in the chat. How many devices do you have that need to be powered by USB or need to be connected to your computer and you don't have enough peripherals, USB connections on your computer? Get a USB hub. A USB hub, here it is. Let's take a closer look with the overhead cam. Let's do that. Let's go wide. We're going to go wide on the overhead cam, like having that option. So you're going to plug this in into your electrical outlet, right? This end is going to be your USB connection, right? Remember, if you've been here a little while, you know that I love these hook and eye straps. I put them on everything, but this is your USB that goes to your computer. And then here are your additional USB. So I'm going to actually plug this in so that I can power it up, so I can show you one of the features. I'm going to plug this in. I got my outlet right here, my extension cord. Okay, that was kind of loud. All right, there we go. So it's plugged in. I'm not going to plug it into the computer, but these are all individually powered, right? Individually powered. But when you press that button, let's see if you can see that. You see how that light turns on? Individually powered. Once you turn it on, it transmits the data, the information, whatever it is, whether it's your cell phone or your USB storage, whatever it is that you want to connect to your computer, you have individually powered USB hubs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is a prime early access deal. This is great for traveling, great for in the office, great for the college dorm, you name it, multiple options for this. Here's the bonus. Look at the bonus right here on the bottom. You have a, let's see if I can focus that in. There we go. Is that focused? No. Let's see if we can get that focused. Come on, camera. Focus, focus, focus. Well, this is for charging only. I'm not sure why this won't focus, but here we are. Let's try this again, see if it will focus. There we go. It's focusing now. So there is the charging, and individually powered. Just turn off the ones that you are not using. It's not complicated. Again, tech for teachers, making it simple and easy to level up your presentation, your teaching content, so that your students get the information you want them to get. Easy peasy, right? So easy. Like having this option. Individually powered. There we go. Not hard, not hard, not hard. Turn it off, off, off. All right, what's next in our carousel? The next item is right back here. It's a label writer. It doesn't need ink or toner. That's right, you heard correctly. No ink or toner for this one. You write labels for your products. Do you need labels for addresses, for shipping? Do you want labels for name tags? Do you want labels to sort your kitchen storage containers or your crafting storage containers? So many different sizes, so many different purposes. No ink or toner required. Let's take a look at how this one works. I love this. It's great for teachers. So we're doing an unboxing, and we're going to open it up and take a look inside. It's a laser writer. There's the USB connection. Then we have a power cord. Take everything out. I always save my boxes. I always reuse them. So there's the laser writer. There's your power connection. Then the USB connection on the right. You're going to plug everything in. Plugging in the USB. Easy, easy. Plug that in. And once you get your power and USB plugged into the writer, then you want to connect to power and connect to your computer. It includes a get started labels, and on the inside it shows you how to load the labels. It's really easy. Just follow the instructions. Don't do like I did. Follow the instructions, because you're going to see here in a minute. You get software that you can use different fonts. You can add images. You can incorporate your already existing address book, so you can easily print labels. Change the font size. You can change the font style. You decide what you want to do. Fast and easy. And remember, you can get different size labels. So do you need to print out product labels, name tags, storage organizational labels, labels for your folders? Easy, easy, easy system. No ink, no toner. Use your computer, Mac or PC with this. Easy. Hey, Ginger. Wow, yes, it is great for crafts. I have it for my craft bins here in my studio. From this position where I'm sitting, I can look across the room and I can see my thread bin is clearly labeled, my craft cord. It's perfect. Love it, love it, love it. Because no ink. That's the other thing. No ink. And you get to personalize it with the included software. You just download it. It's free. Love it. All right. What is next in our carousel? The next item has to do with storage. We are all digital content creators. We make digital content. Even if you don't teach, but if you are a teacher, you are making videos, you're making tutorials, you're doing all kinds of things. You're writing lesson plans. Hey, Al, nice to see you here. Thanks for dropping in to say hello. Have a fantastic stream. He is a fellow streamer, folks. So glad you're here, Al. Have a good Prime Early Access day. Have a good time with your audience, giving them tips on perfect Prime Day sales. Hey. So I love it, love it, love it. So here we go with the storage. You're welcome, Al. Thank you so much. We need digital storage. And if you do like I do, I record my streams. And it's recording, and I constantly need to clear space from my main computer. So I need external storage to move that digital content. And so I have the Western Digital 12 terabyte external storage. Let's take a look at it. It's Element, 12 terabyte Element, and it's easy. It's plug and play. Remember, this is easy tech for teachers, but easy tech. Mac or PC, it comes formatted for PC. When you get it, you can easily format it for Mac. Once you plug it in, it's going to recognize and it's going to ask you to format. Easy to use. Yes, labels for homeschooling is fantastic. Awesome idea. That is really good, Ginger. I love that idea. This has 3 things in the back. It's so simple. Power, connection to your computer, and then the power button. Plug it in. You want to make sure you format it if you're using it for Mac. Easy to format, 12 terabytes. Now, I put in the carousel multiple storage options. The reason why I did that is because, let's see, my computer wants to play games today. Let me go back to that host view. There we go. So the reason why I gave you multiple options, there's some early access storage you might want to take advantage of. Maybe you don't need 12 terabytes. Maybe you need 1 or 2. So look at those 2 options. I have the Samsung T7 SSD, solid state drive. Love it, love it. A lot of the videos that I've been showing you are stored on that solid state. I'm going to highlight that in the carousel. Oh, you're ordering 2. Fantastic. You have a wonderful day too. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ginger. Wonderful. I can't wait to learn what you do with yours. The Samsung T7. I'm going to show you a little video of that because I use that for live streaming, but you can use it for multiple things. It's portable, it's small, it's good to take with you. I have 2 of them, and they come in different colors. I have the T7, I have a T5, so I've been buying these for some time. But I want to put multiple options. Take advantage of this sale. 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte, and then I got a 12 terabyte in the carousel. 2 are Western Digital and 1 is Samsung. This is the Samsung that I use. You see that flashing light? Let me play the video again for you. When it's flashing, it's active. When I've been playing these videos, including this one, my computer is pulling the video from that to play. I have a lot of B-roll, a lot of videos. So I needed someplace to store them externally, but to be able to get them instantly when I live stream. And you want to do that with an SSD storage, solid state storage, right? Make sure that you look at getting additional storage. You not only want storage to add more space to your computer, you want redundant storage. You want to increase the protection by having multiple places. So I have cloud-based storage, I have external storage, and I have computer-based storage. You want to have storage to protect those documents, the digital content, the videos that are going to be critical for your business, for your home, and for storing those personal photos, those personal videos, those personal things that you want to have access to. And it's nothing like having cloud-based storage that you can get to when you're traveling. That's why I have cloud-based, so I can get to that when I'm traveling, but I also need external here in my home studio. So you have a number of options there to take advantage of. 2 terabytes are on sale with the Western Digital. That is $129 today. It's 48% off. That's 2 terabytes. So decide. Now, I recommend, this is a personal opinion, but I recommend you get more than you need. Years ago, I got a 4 terabyte, and I thought, oh, I'd never fill that up. I can have this forever. Guess what? Things change, right? I didn't know that I would be going live and recording all these videos and blah, blah, blah. So I need more storage. I'm always in the hunt for more storage. All right, next in the carousel, we're moving to a printer. A printer is not just for teachers. This is tech for teachers, but this is for everyone. We all need a printer for some reason or another. And I end up getting a printer that also has a scanner. If you are managing, like I had to, finances for family, and you have documents, I have all kinds of documents coming back and forth, whether it's for my business or for family, and I need to be able to scan those in and digitize them. And so I have this Workforce wide format. I got the wide format because I print my own patterns. Here it is in my office, which is in the other room. and I wanted something that was going to suit my business and personal needs. I put in the carousel several of the Epson workforce. So there are different tiers, different levels. Figure out which one works for you. I like that I can put up to 250 sheets of paper when I am printing off class material for 20 students, and each student is getting 10 sheets. That's a lot of paper. You want a printer that's going to be able to handle that. I love the touch screen controls, everything from ink levels to the paper. I don't know if you noticed, but when I closed the drawer for the paper, the printer said, "What paper did you just put?" So you can choose cardstock, glossy, matte finish, the size. This wide format goes 13 to 19 inches, and it prints borderless. I love those features for my business. You may not need all those features. It's also network capable. So that means it's tied to my home network. My iPhone can print from it. My laptop can print from it, all through the network. Easy, easy, easy. I love it. I love having those options. And you can also scan in a document through either the feed or the flatbed. If you do it through the feed and it's multiple pages, you will scan the documents with the provided software, Mac or PC. Here you're going to see that I'm using it with my laptop, my Apple laptop, and I'm printing off a little flyer for my business. And the color is fantastic. Whether you're scanning and printing it in color or you are printing direct from your computer device, the color is beautiful. Love it. And you get to choose what that looks like because you can go and customize the settings. I love this printer. It's fantastic for my needs. Now, I said that this may not be what you need. It may be more than what you need, but check out the carousel. There are 2 other printers in there, and there's one workforce that is 21% off. That is also a good buy. And then there's one that's 35% off, but they're all Epson workforce printers. This workforce printer has been fantastic for me. I've had it for years, and like I say, I teach large groups of 20, 25, and I can do that and print off in an afternoon all my documents for each. If I'm teaching at a main event and I'm teaching like 5 or 6 classes and each one is filled with 20 students, 5 times 20, right? Multiply each student getting 10 sheets. Do the math. That's a lot of printing with no problem. I want to minimize the number of things that can go wrong with getting good tech for teachers. All right, the next thing we have is a cart. When I travel as a teacher, often I'm loading up either things that I'm selling or my tools for presentation, whether it's my luggage or my electronic gear, but I need a cart. And here is the cart that I use. I use this cart, collapsible. It holds up to 300 pounds. It's easy to use. Here's one of my containers that I use to bring my gear that I'm going to set up for my display when I'm giving a lecture or presentation. And before, I used to take it in one by one. But that's not necessary when you have a collapsible cart like this one. This cart is amazing. The wheels are rubber. They're not inflated, so they're not going to collapse underneath the weight. It easily opens and closes. When it closes and it's locked in place, it will not open on its own. So I like that. The wheels, like I said, are rubberized. You see how flat they are, how it folds, and it's so low low profile that it fits right behind my car seat if I put it on the interior of the car. But you see how flat that is? Amazing, amazing. I love having that option. Okay, so that is the cart. I love this cart. 300 pounds, no problem. Collapses easily. You can carry it with you. It's easy to open very quickly. It's not heavy. What is next in the carousel? We're going to electronics, back to electronics. This is the cyber power. The cyber power, what is that? Do you have a lot of electronics? Are you protecting it against surge protection and then having a battery backup in the event you lose power in your home? That can happen. Storms happen. We can lose electricity. Are you protecting your gear with the proper amount of surge protection? When you turn this one on, you get a digital display. That digital display lets you know how much power you have and how many minutes. There, 133 minutes of time to close my computer, to finish my project, to save things. Then it tells you how much electricity is coming into that surge battery backup. It tells you the voltage, the hertz, everything. Then you keep pressing the display button. You see, I keep pressing it and the numbers change, the information changes because it's telling me not only what's coming into my home, into the battery backup and surge protector, but it's also telling me what's going from it to my devices. Not every surge protector is the same. You want to make sure that you are protecting your computer, your sewing machine, whatever it is that you need surge protection from. If you live in an area where you can have electrical storms, and even if you don't want to take a chance. You've spent money and time in these electronics, whether it's your TV, your large big screen TV to watch sporting events, or it's a sewing machine or a computer. You want surge protection. This is an option. There are many out there. This is the one that I got that I knew would protect my computers. Now, how many outlets are in the back? This has 12. Let's take a look. Okay, so this is it. This is the CyberPower CB1500, and it has 6 on one side, 6 on the other. The ones that are white on the left, those are surge protection and battery backup. You get both. On the right-hand side with the white box, the white outline, those are surge protection only. Surge protection only. So you want to make sure you're plugging in the device that you want both surge protection and battery backup. In this case, you get 6. And then those that only need surge protection, again, 6. Make sure that you have enough outlets. You may not have enough. You might have to get 2 of these to protect all your devices. We have a lot of electronics in our home now, from TVs to computers to you name it. We need to protect our investment. This is one way to do it. And I can hear mine working. It will click. It also includes an audible alarm. And so you will see it working. You can disable the audible alarm if that's annoying to you, but do read the instructions. Follow the instructions so that you get the most out of it in everything that you buy. That's just my reminder for you to do that. Okay, next in the carousel, you're probably wondering, what computer is she using? I use a Mac Mini. That's what I'm using right now, Mac M1 Mini. That's my computer of choice for live streaming. And it's very easy and simple. I love it. I'm using every single outlet in the back. The first one is the power. The next one is the Ethernet to my internet. Then the next 2 are peripherals that I use to attach other devices. I have 2 monitors connect to it. my main big monitor, and then my teleprompter monitor, and then in this video, that's my USB microphone. You have multiple ways to connect the different devices that you need. If you get a Mac M1 Mini, you need a monitor and you need a keyboard and you need a mouse and a tracking pad. Decide what kind of computer is going to fit your scenario. This one was for my scenario for specifically a powerhouse for live streaming. And this is what I decided to get. With it, I decided to get a monitor. I got a ViewSonic monitor and the Apple keyboard and mouse. I'm going to show you that live because I'm using them, right? I'm using them to live stream. I'm going to show it to you live with my webcam. Let's take a look. So here is the keyboard. I opted for the keyboard with the numeric pad. That's what I wanted. And it is Bluetooth, but I also like to keep things plugged in when I'm live streaming. I don't want the battery life to drain in the middle of the live stream, to wonder about that. Here's my tracking pad. I got the tracking pad because I am used to a tracking pad on a laptop, but you can get a mouse. It's your choice. Again, we have the connection for USB connection for power. And then here is my monitor. That's the ViewSonic monitor. It's a 4K monitor, 27 inches, and I love it. It's just the right size for me for what I need to use. And this is how I am using the computer to live stream. There's the keyboard, the mouse, and there's my monitor. So if you enjoyed a little sneak peek of my studio, come back, hit the follow button, get notified. I'm going to be back later this evening with a live studio tour. That's right. I'm going to show you my boom arm, my microphone, how I use my overhead camera, how that set up, the lights I use, everything that I use to go live. I am going to share that with you in detail so that if you are thinking about live streaming as a teacher, or maybe not, maybe you live stream for another reason, but you want to know what gear do I use? How do I get this blue accent light? I'm going to talk about that blue accent light. I'm right now using 5 different lights to light this space. I have a second light up here that's giving me a little bit of a red color. Do you see the red going across here, my quilt? Yes, 5 lights. And I'm going to share those details later today. So thank you for being here. This was Tech for Teachers. Let me know before I sign off if you have any questions. Is there something in the carousel? If you're just joining me, I'm Geraldine Wilkins, the Living Water Quilter. And if you missed the earlier stuff and you want me to talk about some of it, let me know before I sign off, or join me back here at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the live studio tour. Hey, Tom, thanks for following. Thank you, thank you. So appreciate you. I love sharing tech to help us elevate for video recording, live teaching, live streaming, in-person events, but simply, it doesn't have to be complicated. So I share the things that I use that allow me to not use it for one purpose, but for multiple. Some things can only be used for one, but most I get a lot of mileage out of my tech. And I will, at a heartbeat, combine new tech with old tech if it works consistently. All right, folks, no questions. So I'm going to sign off. I will see you next time. And I'll be back for a quilting show at 2 o'clock today. I think it's 2 o'clock. Let me check. What time is it? Yeah, 2 o'clock, back for a quilting Prime Early Access, but I'll be back for a tech show at 7. Hit the follow button. I'm so glad you were here. I hope you got some great deals. Enjoy Prime Early Access. See you next time.